Baseball. It's America's pastime and Minnesota's passion. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association, brings you coverage of the 2022 State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Coverage of this great Minnesota tradition is proudly brought to you by The Urgency Room, fast, flexible care. McDonald's, owners and operators of Minnesota and Western Wisconsin. Find your golden opportunity at mcdonalds.com/careers. Xfinity, a better way to watch. Think Bank, meet your money. The Star Tribune, your home for the best prep coverage. And by the Minnesota Twins. Get tickets for Town Ball Night at Target Field on September 10th. Live coverage throughout the Town Ball tourney can be seen right here on the Neighborhood Sports Network. That's NSPN.TV. Welcome to the neighborhood. Now, let's get out to the ballpark.
Good evening and welcome to Memorial Park in Dundas. We're ready for the night session here in our 4 games in the Class C Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament. We kick off with the Maple Lake Lakers, who are being introduced now with a record of 19 wins and 10 losses, and they will take on the Stark Longhorns, the home team. On the scoreboard, winner in this game will go on to take on the Bemidji Blue Ox next Sunday in Faribault. Jeff Papis, my name, and here is the starting lineup for tonight's game for Maple Lake. Leading off and playing shortstop, Luke Fabi. Batting second and playing second base, Riley Decker. Batting third and playing third base, Ben Clapp. Batting fourth and doing the pitching, Hunter Malachek. Batting fifth and playing left field, Donnie Mavenkamp. Batting sixth and playing center field, Ben Gels. Batting seventh and doing the catching, Matt Bergstrom. Batting eighth and playing right field, Brock Gels. And batting ninth and playing first base, Logan Orizem. Doing the pitching, as I mentioned, Hunter Malachek, 8-2 this summer. Earned run average is 1.58. He struck out 111 batters in 79 innings of work, so he gets it there quick. For the Stark Longhorns, leading off and playing second base, Sean Mathewitz. Batting second and playing left field, Mason Cox. Batting third and playing shortstop, Brandon Helgett. Batting fourth and doing the pitching, Adam Selner. Batting fifth and playing third base, Zach Holla. Batting sixth and playing right field, Dylan Klein. Batting seventh and playing center field, Nick Labatt. Batting eighth and playing first base, David Surprenant. And batting ninth and doing the catching is Tim Seifert. And Adam Selmer, as I mentioned, the starting pitcher for Stark. Let's take a look at some of the other scores that have come across as finals. Our first game here today, Avon over Fairmont 4-3, a ninth inning single deciding that game. Burbank Bombers knocked off Sartell 4-2. That game being played in Faribault. It was the early morning game, and our game just finished. Cold Spring over New York Mills 20-4. And the game at Faribault, the 1:30 game just concluded. El Rosa has defeated Montgomery by 3-1. Now in Faribault, just getting ready to get started, it'll be the Piers Lakers and the Watkins Clippers. So we'll be watching that for you as well. And in Class B today, we have Anoka over Cold Spring 5-3 over the Springers. Sobieski Skis are taking on Blaine Fusion. That game at Meesville is not over yet, so there is no final in there. But we have a hustle to tend to here tonight as Stark takes the field, and Adam Selmer, the left-handed pitcher, getting ready to go here. Selmer batting fourth in the lineup. It's interesting, both the pitchers tonight are batting in the cleanup spots for their respective teams. Neither one is using a DH, but they will revert to it if either pitcher leaves the game. That's what we're told. So I haven't seen many games where the pitcher's back cleanup both times, but first time for everything. We're ready to go here with our third game of the day. Luke Fabi starting off for Maple Lake. 273 in the season, 7 runs batted in. And Adam Selner works. Starts him with a strike called at 4:44, our first pitch tonight. So about 15 minutes behind schedule. And now 1-1. Riley Decker, Ben Clapp batting here in the first inning. Here's the pitch. Big, slow breaking ball that breaks inside. 2-1. And a batter ready, and here is the pitch. Another floater up there. It's 3-1. On a plate straight away in the outfield. Working very quickly. Selner ready, and here is his pitch. And he lost him, walked him on 5 pitches to start the game. Leadoff walk. And here's Riley Decker. Decker in the season 374 with 12 runs driven in, no home runs. Now Fabi will get his lead from first base. And here is the pitch showing bunt, and taking strike one is Decker. And that brought Hala in on a run from third base. See if they play small ball here, if they're just joking. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball is over the plate but low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wind blowing out again here. It's 75 degrees at game time, and a lovely late afternoon here in Dundas. And here is the 1-1 delivery. Swung on and chopped, foul at the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 335 down the left field line. 370 to the alley and left center. 365 to straightaway center. 353 to right center, and 325 down the line here at Dundas, which is a lovely place to play and watch baseball. 1-2, catcher tried to frame it, and umpire wasn't buying it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. They just finished a renovation of the press box here last year. $110,000. This is as nice a press box as I've been in amateur baseball. I've been doing this for almost 40 years. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. He pulled the string on him. It looks as though Selner has started off at 2 speeds, slow and slower. And we'll see how long that lasts. So the strikeout will bring up Ben Clapp, who's having a big season, 422. 3 home runs and 27 driven in. Now the pitch. That is off the plate for ball 1. Now, here's the pitch, and that is low and away. And it's 2-0 to Clapp. Selmer to the belt. Left-hander works. And it's fouled away. I wonder if he's not throwing a knuckleball or something similar. It is getting an awful lot of movement on that pitch as he gets it towards the plate. Now the pitch. And that is over. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Doesn't throw hard. Now here is the 2-2 delivery coming. Swung on and laced foul on the third base side, and that will keep the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a pitch hit in the air to left field. Cox started left, turns right, and it goes over his head. Fabi around third, being waved in, and he will score without a throw. An RBI double for Clapp. And Maple Lake takes the lead 1-0. RBI double, and it's 1-0 Maple Lake. And here's Hunter Malachek, 328, with 5 home runs and 34 driven in, left-handed batter against a left-handed pitcher. Here's the pitch. floats up there, and it's low, ball one. Donnie Mavenkamp on deck for Maple Lake. Selner to the belt, works. And it's over for a strike. Selner ready. And there he comes again. That is a knuckleball, and that is a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Boy, he had movement on that pitch of probably 6 to 8 inches in the air. That's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just about certain of it. There's a pitch swung on and rolled to the right side, and into right field, a base hit. Clapp will be held at third base. Malachek with a single. And 3 of the 4 batters for Maple Lake have reached here in the top half of the first inning. They're at the corners and 1 out for Donnie Mavenkamp, who's hitting .333 with a home run and 23 driven in. Right-handed batter, where's number 9 for Maple Lake? I believe I mentioned earlier, erroneously, that the quarterfinals on was double elimination in Class C. That is the case in Class B. Here's the pitch. And that is inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Open stance at the plate for Mavenkamp. And they got him played a couple of steps over towards left center and center field. Here's the 1-0. And a strike called. In the inside corner. It's a straight elimination here in Class C. Now the pitcher comes set. And here is the pitch. And that is off the plate. 2-1 Mavenkamp. You can see almost leaned over into the pitch as he is standing on his tiptoes waiting for the ball to get to the plate. 2 balls and a strike now to Mavenkamp. Runners get their lead, and here is a step off and a throw over to first base. A little lob there, not a good move. And just keeping Malachek honest, I expect there's a better move in there from Selner. Two and 1. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. No throw, and it'll be a stolen base for Malachek. But the pitch was swung on and missed by Mavenkamp. And it's 2-2 now with 1 out in the top half of the first inning. The pitch swung on, and that is grounded foul down third base. Way count holds it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Everybody back to the ready position here as Adam Selner will look in. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the number 5 man in the Maple Lake order here in the first inning. First baseman on the grass. A throw is to second, and it is not in time. And diving back in was Malachek, and he winds up dusting off his uniform. Of course, he's the opposing pitcher, so it's got to keep him upright if at all possible. 2-2, and now Mavenkamp moving in to crowd the plate with a back foot. Here's the pitch. Swing, and a ground foul down the third baseline. Down holds it 2-2. Piers and Watkins are 2-1 in the second inning. And Blaine has defeated Sobieski 5-1. Blaine Fusion. Here's the pitch on the way. And he flips one back to the screen, staying alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck out Mavenkamp. Second strikeout for Selner. And here is Ben Geltz, the center fielder. And they'll play him straight away. 2 outs, 2 on, 2 in scoring position here for Maple Lake in the top of the first inning. Selner ready, and here's the pitch. Floats one in there for a strike. I wondered why there weren't more left-handed knuckleball pitchers. I think maybe the earth might spin off its axis and fly into space. 0-1. Low and away. Evens up the count. Now comes set. Here's the 1-1. And that one is low. Regular breaking ball there. 2 balls and a strike now to Geltz. 319. 3 home runs and 14 driven in during the season for Maple Lake. As I mentioned, 19 and 10 coming into this game. And now here is the pitch from Selner. Swung on, and that is wrapped into the hole on the right side. Through for a base hit. It'll score a clap. And Malachek being waved in. Here comes the throw to the plate, and he is safe. Good long look at it by the home plate umpire. It's a 2-run single for Ben Geltz, and it's 3-0 for Maple Lake. And a discussion here with a home plate umpire. Close play at the plate. From the vantage point of the umpire who was behind the play, safe was the call to make. And he did. Two-run single for Geltz, and it's 3-0 as Clapp scores and Malachek scores. Geltz took second base on the throw to the plate. It's 3-0 in the top of the first inning. Here's a pitch. That's hit high and deep to left field. It is hooking, and it is foul. Gave it a ride, but they need the foul line to be about 30 more feet to the left for that ball to be a problem for anybody. 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for Bergstrom, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. It'll be an odd inning for Selner if he winds up striking out the side and giving up 3 runs. If it happens that way. And there's the 0-2 pitch. That's low. In the dirt, and a stop there by Seifert, and that will make it 1-2. Brock Geltz on deck for Maple Lake. And no substitute for scoring early. Helped one of our teams today. Coach Wing now will throw to second base. Runner dives back, and he's back in. It didn't help Fairmont, who led Avon 3-0 in our first game, wound up losing 4-3, but it certainly helped Cold Spring. And beat New York Mills 20-4 in our other game. And here's the 1-2 pitch, swung on, and that's hit high in the air to center field. Going back on it is Labatt. He is getting to it, and he makes the catch. And that retires Maple Lake in the first inning, but not before they score 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors, and 1 left. We played a half an inning. Maple Lake 3, and here comes Stark to bat.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection, strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
Bottom of the first inning. here in Dundas at Memorial Park, and a 3-spot in the top half for Maple Lake. Tournament t-shirts say welcome to the Lake Show, and so far in the first half that's what it's been. Now Hunter Malachek takes to the mound. 2 left-handers going here, he and Selner. As I mentioned, Malachek with a big strikeout record, 111 in 79 innings of work. He is 8-2 this summer. Piers and Watkins going down to the bottom of the second inning. Piers on top of the Clippers there, 2-1. And here's Sean Mathewitz, the second baseman, to lead off. Fastball over for a strike. Significantly different style here from Malachek as opposed to Selner. Here's the pitch, 0-1. Curveball fouled away at the plate, and it's 2 strikes now to Mathewitz. No balls and 2 strikes to Mathewitz, and here is the pitch. Swung on, and that is fouled back to the netting. Behind the plate, count holds, no balls and 2 strikes. Still a 4th game to go tonight. The Milroy Irish take on the Webster Sox. That game is scheduled to start at 7:30. We shall see. Or 7 o'clock, excuse me. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, and that's hit high to left field. Mavenkamp is going back for it, and he's got room. You make the catch in front of the warning track. Mathewitz flies out to center field. Or left field, excuse me. First out of the inning, and here's Mason Cox, the left fielder. And then after that, we have 3 games here tomorrow. So there's a lot of baseball. Coming your way this weekend on the Neighborhood Sports Network, and Cox takes strike 1. Now the pitch, and a curveball is over, and it's 0-2. Now, here's the 0-2 delivery, swung on and sliced foul on the first base side, over for a look, and out of play. Still 0-2. Now, Malachek looking in. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball is in the dirt, and it is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Working quickly, left-hander ready, and he comes to the plate. That's low, and it's now 2-2. Fouled on the first base side, Orazem over, and he makes the play as it came back to him. Drifted back into foul ground, and Mason Cox fouls out to first base for the second out. And Brandon Helget now will bat for Stark, batting third in the lineup. Tomorrow's games, we have 3 of them here at Dundas at 11 o'clock. The Chaska Cubs take on the Champlain Park Low Gators, and then Newmarket Muskies at 1:30 take on the Moorhead Brewers, and there is a strike call to Helget for 0-1. And then the last game, we'll get to see the host team, the Dundas Dukes, taking on the Egan Bandits at 4:30 here in Class B action. And there's a pitch in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Selner is on deck if Helget is able to get something started here in the first inning. So there's still an awful lot of baseball. Coming your way this weekend. Here's a breaking pitch that hangs up and in, and it's 2-1 to Helget. I have him shaded just a step or so to left center in the outfield. On the pitch. Got him looking. Pass. No. That's strike 2. Umpire signaled strike 3. I believed it. And Brandon Helget said, nah, maybe not. And turns out he was right all along. 2-2. That's fouled away on the first base side. Watkins scored in their half of the inning against Piers, and they are tied 2-2 in the third inning there. Now the pitch. Making pitch, and he lost his release point a little bit there. It floated it high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the pitch. That is ball 4. And Helget is aboard. And now here is Adam Selner, standing in with a runner at first base. Open stance at the plate. And they got him played straight away. Here's the pitch. A fastball over for a strike. Zach Holla, the third baseman, is on deck. Now, Malachek comes set, and a swing and a miss. Foul tip into the glove, and it's 2 strikes to Selner. Hunter Malachek ready, and here's the 0-2 delivery. Selner swings and grounds one to second base. Decker will throw on to first base. 4-3 to play, and the inning is over. Stark goes scoreless in the first inning and leaves 1. We've played 1 inning, and it's 3-0 for Maple Lake here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think Bank. Meet your money.
We go to the second inning, and the score 3-0 for Maple Lake. They sent 7 to the plate in the first inning. Hit the ball pretty hard. Adam Selner needing 36 pitches to get through the first inning. 22 strikes. And here is Brock Geltz, 219 on the summer with a home run and 8 runs batted in. Here's Selner ready, and his pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball and no strikes. Logan Orzum, the first baseman, is on deck, and then the order flips for Maple Lake. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and sliced foul on the first base side, 1 ball and 1 strike. And there's a pitch that's off the plate, and it's now 2 balls and a strike. Working quickly, pitcher ready to go again, and here is his 2-1 knuckleball, and that is skimmed foul down the third base line. Count even at 2-2. And the pitch. That's outside and high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ready to go again, and the payoff pitch. Oh, he wanted that call. He didn't get it, and it's a walk. Could see Selner on the mound in his arms in frustration. He wanted that call and did not get it. Second walk for Selner to go with 2 strikeouts, and here's Logan Orzum, 327, no home runs, 19 driven in. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on and missed. The throw to second base will not be close. And a stolen base. For Brock Geltz, and he now moves into scoring position with nobody out here in the top half of the second inning. Top of the order waits on deck. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. We're strike 2. You could have a tough time looking at that pitch for sure. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and boy, a floater there. That is strike 3. We called it a foul tip at the plate, so it's still 0-2. Here's the pitch to Selner. Swing and a miss, and that is officially strike 3. Third strikeout for Selner.
Shortstop number 2, Luke.
And it brings up Luke Phobie, the shortstop, who walked and scored in the first inning. Runner at second base and 1 out here in the second inning. And the pitch. Swung on and hit down the right field line. A little looper, and it lands foul. Strike 1.
Right down there. I think you knew.
Delay here, and now the batter back in the box. The ball's in 1 strike, 1 down here in the top half of the second inning. Phobie ready. And here comes the pitch. He bunts, and he fouls it at the plate. 0-2. Already, and here's the 0-2 delivery. Swung on and lined to center field, but right there, try to make a catch on the shoe tops. He did. Is Labatt, and a throw to second base to try to double off the runner is late. But a line out. And Phobie hit it on the nose, but right off the shoe tops. Labatt makes the catch, and there's 2 out, and here's Decker. Lefty against lefty, and there is would be a fastball, a little bit low. Decker struck out swinging his first time up. Selner ready, and here is the pitch. Swung on and hit on the ground to second base. Mathewitz up with it. He throws on to first, and that retires Decker and the side in the second inning. They get a walk and leave 1. Inning and a half, 3-0 Maple Lake here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
Bottom half of the second inning. Jeff Pappas with you with a call of our 3rd out of 4 tonight. 3 more tomorrow here at the beautiful Memorial Park facility here in Dundas. And Zach Holla will lead off for Stark here in the bottom of the second inning. It's 5, 6, and 7 due up against Hunter Malachek. Looking for his 9th win of the season. Now left-hander comes set, and the pitch. Swung on and fouled away on the first base side. Holla, Dylan Klein, and Nick Labatt due up for the Longhorns.
Please return all mobile balls to the Snack Shack for a $1 reward.
Now comes set, and here is a pitch. He bluffs a bunt, puts it down the third baseline. Actually didn't bluff. He actually laid down the bunt, but it went foul, and now Hala showing his upset with himself. No balls and 2 strikes to Hala. Open stance at the plate. Going to play straight away. Pitcher swung on to the line to right field. That is going to drop for a base hit as Brock Gell's unable to take it on the shoe tops. Has to play it on a hop. That's the first hit for Stark as Hala reaches on a single to right. Here's Dylan Klein, the right fielder.
Right fielder number 1, Dylan Klein.
Andy says it's cold at the arena right now.
Playing the bottom of the third. Watkins and Piers still tied at 2, and the first pitch misses to Dylan Klein. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, set. Here's a 1-0. Check swing. Did he? Nope, he did not. And it's 2-0.
Well, it's not even, it's just getting on the line. I thought she was
2-0 pitch coming. A fastball is right through there for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. Hala at first base does not have an especially good lead, and here is the pitch. Swung on and it's rolled into the hole and into left. A base hit for Klein. Checking in at second base is Hala. Back-to-back hits for Stark here in the bottom of the second inning. And here's Nick Labatt, the center fielder. And Stark's got something cooking here. 2 on and nobody out. And that will bring Bergstrom out to the mound to talk to Malachek, and it will bring Dusty Mangan down the third base line to chat with his batter, Nick Labatt. Ready to go, right-handed batter. Labatt with an open stance. Played slightly to pull. Now he squares the bunt and takes ball 1 low. David Surprenant, first baseman, is on deck for Stark. Shows bunt again and takes ball 2 inside. Well, he's trying to bunt and they're not letting him. So, see on a 2-0 pitch if Dusty Mangan's changed his mind. Here's the 2-0 delivery. Again, scoring a bunt, and he takes a strike that time. Maybe he just wanted to see it over the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Now, Stark looking to get back into this game here, and Labatt with a 2-1 count. First and second base. Here's the pitch. And he takes low, and it's ball 3. So Malachek thrown off his stroke here by a couple of base hits, and now is a bit of a ticklish situation here in a hitter's count. 3 balls and a strike now to Labatt, and here is the pitch. It is a strike. And Labatt had the bat thrown and was down to first base. And the umpire says, I think not. This is one where ordinarily you'd say you better be swinging here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball is hit in the air, and he center field, and now Ben Gult's coming in, and he will make the catch. Not deep enough to move the runner, so a fly out to center field from Labatt. That's the first out, and here's Surprenant, and he thought he had a walk, and turns out he did not, and was forced to swing on anything close and lifted one to center field. Here's Surprenant. First and second, 1 down. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball down, and Surprenant swung at it and missed. Strike 1. 2 hits for Stark. Back-to-back hits here in the second inning. As Malachek looks in. Now works. That is a curveball in the dirt. 1-1. Tim Seifert, the catcher, is on deck for Stark, and that will flip the order. Now Malachek comes set. Here's the 1-1, and that is down low. And it's 2-1, so maybe the word is to try and wait him out. Labatt tried to do it and came one pitch short. And it's 2 balls and a strike now to Supernut. Now the pitch. That is through there for a strike with a fastball. Evens the count at 2-2. Left-hander ready. Comes set and he works. Fastball. Ooh, did not miss by much there, but it was inside, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. The Supernut, and let's see what Stark has. Have anything going here with a 3-2 count, but only 1 out. And here's the pitch, and he lifts it foul on the first base side that gets out of play. Count holds at 3 balls and 2 strikes. You don't ordinarily see 2 runners run with 1 out. Managers like to do it with 1. Of course, you then into the strike him out, throw him out territory. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Runner bluffs. Pitch is inside, and that time he walks. Supernut is aboard. And Nick Labatt's probably sitting on the bench going, where was that pitch when I was up? Supernut is aboard. First walk for Malachek, and the bases are loaded for the number 9 man, Tim Seifert, the catcher. Sacks are full of Longhorns here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And the pitch. Swung on and lifted into left center field. It's down for a base hit. Holla will score. Klein rounding third. He's being waved in. The throw is well up the line. A 2-run single for the number 9 man. And Stark has climbed back into it. It's 3-2. And we have an injury here as Klein went down, clutching his back as he came across the plate. He's up slowly. And he stumbled crossing the plate, took a hard fall. Looks like he's none the worse for wear, but it's a base hit on the first pitch. For Seifert, 2-run score. Holla and Klein stopping at second with Supernut. And here's Mathewitz, who flew out to left his first time up. Fouled straight back, and it is strike 1. Well, Stark with a hit to the outfield can put us back to blank paper here as they have struck twice in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. Malachek comes set. And the 0-1. Swung on, and that's hit high and deep to left field. Going back over the head of Mavenkamp and down. Serpenot around third. He will score. Seifert to third. It's an RBI double for Mathewitz, and the game is tied at 3. Put it over the head of Mavenkamp in left field. Supernut able to score. Seifert at third. He had to wait to see if the ball would be caught. And here's Cox, fouled out to first base his first time up. Malachek ready, and here's the pitch. Breaking ball low. 1 ball and no strikes. He had 20 pitches in the first inning. He's at 24 already here in the 2nd inning to this point. Still only 1 out and 3 runs in for Stark. Here's the pitch, and that goes off the catcher and doesn't go far enough to move anybody. 2 balls and no strikes. The 3-3. And we'll see if Cox can deliver here for his team. The pitch is low. And it is 3 balls and no strikes to Mason Cox. And Malachek is in a jam here. 3-0 with the number 2 man up. And the pitch. Low and in. And he walks Mason Cox, and that loads the bases. Second walk in the frame for Malachek. Seifert holds third. Mathewitz holds second, and Cox is the base runner. Now we're going to get a visit to the mound from Maple Lake. And we'll see what happens here is with one out, obviously a number of options in play for Stark if Brandon Helgett can put the ball in play. He walked his first time up, and now he's going to walk down to third base himself and peel back. The timeout is over. Bases loaded, one out, bottom half of the second inning.
Now batting shortstop number 5, Brandon Helgett.
We'll see if Helgett is able to move the runners. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Malachek will work out of the set, and his pitch is inside, ball one. You will occasionally see some pitchers with the bases loaded work out of a windup. And Malachek has opted not to do that, at least not yet. 1-0. Here's the pitch. There's a strike called, a fastball over. Now they count 1-1 to Helgett. And here is the pitch. Swung on and rolled to the right side. Picked up at first by Orris and throws to Bergstrom. And they will force Seifert at the plate for the second out. Helgett reaches on a fielder's choice. But thrown out at the plate is Tim Seifert. Mathewitz to third, Cox to second. And here is Selner. A chance to help himself here with a bases loaded situation and two outs. Malachek looks in. Here comes a pitch. Fastball is a little bit high. 1 ball and no strikes. Stark bats around here in the second inning. Selner the ninth man to hit. Now here's the set in the 1-0. That is a strike called. 1 ball and 1 strike. Zach Holla, who started all this fun with a base hit to right field to lead off the inning, is sitting on deck. 1-1. There's a breaking ball that catches the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Malachek has walked 2 this inning. Has walked 3 for the game, and here is the pitch. Swung on and lined into left field, a base hit. Mathewitz will score. Cox will be held at third. A strong throw back in will hold the play to 1 run, but Adam Selner with an RBI single to left field, and Stark leads it for the first time 4-3. So a 4-run rally in the bottom of the second inning for Stark, and might be in for a fun one here as number 10 man to bat in the inning. Holla will step to the plate. Again, bases still loaded, and the pitch is lifted foul on the first base side out of play for strike 1. We saw Cold Spring hit around twice in their game against New York Mills. The game they wound up winning 20-4. Now, Malachek of the belt works. Big breaking ball floats up there, and it is high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dylan Klein on deck. He also has a hit in this inning. Holla trying for his second hit of the frame here with 2 out. Now here's the set and the pitch. Swung on and hit high in the air to center field. And Holla not happy with himself. The center fielder coming over, Ben Gelson. He makes the catch, and Holla is retired. Stark sends 10 men to the plate, and they score 4. 5 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We played 2, and Stark has a 4-3 lead here in the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care, sinus infection, strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
Back for the top half of the third inning at Memorial Park here in Dundas. Class C baseball, first round, Maple Lake and Stark playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots for the first two innings. It's 4-3 for the Longhorns, as Clapp comes to bat for the second time for Maple Lake here in the third inning. It's 3-4-5 coming up here for Maple Lake. The first pitch to Clapp. Going away, ball one. Clapp doubled to left his first time up, or drove in a run and scored one. And the 1-0 swung on, and that's hit high and deep to center field. Going back on his Labatt. He's given up, and it's gone. The home run for Clapp, his fourth of the year. And Maple Lake has tied the game. First batter here in the third inning. Home run for Clapp. And he's halfway to the cycle. So Clapp with an impressive home run just over the fence and straightaway center at 365 feet. Now the pitch to Hunter Malachek is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Malachek singled, stole second, and scored in the first inning on a 4-4 tie. Here's the pitch. Bug floats up there and it misses inside. He wants to know where the pitch is. He is not pleased. Selmer ready, and here is the 2-0 delivery. Swung on and grounded to the first base side, picked up there by Supernaut. He'll take it himself. 3 unassisted is the play. 1 out here in the third, and here is Mavenkamp, who struck out swinging his first time up. Mavenkamp ready. We're on to the fifth inning. Piers and Watkins are still tied at 2, and there's a ground ball slowly hit the short. Held it, charges, picks it up and throws him out. Mavenkamp retired on the first pitch. 2 down for Ben Geltz, who singled to center field for 2 runs in the first inning and was left stranded at second base.
Center fielder number 4, Ben Geltz.
1 in, 2 out here. A leadoff home run by Ben Clapp has retied the game at 4. Now Selner works. Pitch floats outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Selner ready to go. Here he comes 1-0. Swung on and popped up on the third base side. Is going to get out of play. And that will even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. It has been a wild one. 8 runs and 9 hits for these two teams so far. And here is the pitch. Breaking ball is low, or a knuckleball, or whatever you want to call it. You can, looking at it from here, you can see it just darting in the air. And here's the pitch. There's another one, and that is high. 3 balls and a strike. And the pitch. That is called a strike. And now that's got Ben Geltz talking to the plate umpire. And the string is out. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So now we got both teams questioning the home plate umpire. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to short. Helget calling. He makes the catch, and that retires the side. Maple Lake gets a leadoff home run from Clapp to tie the game. 2.5. It's 4-4 here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
All season long, you've gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball and our hometowns. And on September 10th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Guardians at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the champions will be honored in a ceremony at Town Ball Tavern, and all Town Ballers will be invited down to the field for a special pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
Field Scallon back, has it measured. That's it! Air Freight Unlimited, your Class A state champions.
For tickets to the Minnesota Twins Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 10th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Bottom half of the third inning. And now Mr. Malachek going back to the mound with a tie score. 4-4. And it'll be 6-7-8 due up here for Stark. Dylan Klein to lead it off. Single to left and scored. His first time up, so 1 for 1. And the pitch. Strike called. Malachek, no strikeouts and 3 walks through the first 2 innings. Now sets, and here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. Might have got a piece of it at the plate. And it's 2 strikes now to Dylan Klein. Now comes with a belt and the pitch. Tap foul at the plate, gets back to the screen to stay alive. 2 strikes to count. Klein, Labatt, Supernaut due to bat here in the third inning for Stark. And the 0-2. Swung on and hit high and deep to left field. Starting in, Mavenkamp now goes back. It's over his head. And it's going to roll to the fence. And that'll be a double for Dylan Klein, who, you recall, was shaken up while scoring a run. But this time he can jog as he goes into second base with a double. And here is Nick Labatt, the shortstop, flew out to center field his first time up. And we're going to get a runner for him here as he is slow to get around the bag, and he will leave the game.
Now pitch running at second base, number 20, Talon Helget.
Talon Helget, number 20. So Helget will run here, and Klein don't have any problem hitting the ball, but running he looked like he was having some trouble. Now here's the set and the pitch. Straight call and a fastball from Malachek to Labatt, who flew out to center his first time. 0-1. Bottom of the third inning, runner at second base and nobody out here for Stark. There's the pitch. Breaking ball, and that's over. 0-2. Now Malachek ready, and here is the 0-2 delivery. Sails up high with a fastball. So 1-2. Webster Sox coming in for the fourth game, their first ever trip to state. And they'll take on the Milroy Irish in our last game. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball swung on and grounded right back to the pitcher. Looks the runner back and then throws over to first base to get Labatt for the first out. Here's Supernaut, who walked and scored in the second inning. No official appearance. Go-ahead run. Talon Helget at second base. And here is the pitch. Breaking ball a little bit high. 1 ball and no strikes. And Tim Seifert, the catcher, is on deck. And Seifert, that big 2-run single last inning that drew the team level. And the pitch swung on, and that's sliced foul. Kind of a Massey shot there off the end of the bat down in front of the dugout. 1 ball and 1 strike. Super not ready. Moving a little bit forward in the box here. And the 1-1. Up high with a fastball that got away from him. 2 balls and a strike. And the winner of this game will play Bemidji next Sunday at 11 o'clock. That game at Faribault. Malachek comes set. 2-1. Fastball catches the inside corner for strike 2. Now, Helget gets his lead from second base with a 2-ball and 2-strike count to Supernaut. And the pitch swung on and looped into short right center field. Long run for Ben Geltz, and the second baseman Decker gets out there and makes the play. Supernaut pops out. I don't know that the center fielder could have gotten there, but the second baseman had it covered. And here's Seifert. 2-run single in the second inning. And the leadoff double by Dylan Klein now remains at second base in the form of the pinch runner, Talon Helget. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch is inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Now Malachek looks in again. And the pitch. Fastball runs away. 2-0. He was at 57 pitches through 2 innings. He needed 37 to get through the second inning. So his pitch count now pushing 70. Actually, that one's pulling it. It's exactly 70 now, and the pitch is a strike called. So one wonders how long Hunter Malachek will continue to be able to throw the darts that he's been throwing. 2 balls and a strike. And here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Short-armed him on that pitch. Ran it inside, and Seifert didn't have a good swing at it. He's asking if that was a strike. Umpire says, yup. Maybe Seifert won't feel bad here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and hit high and deep to left field. Mavenkamp going back, and it's off the top of the fence. And coming in to score is Helget, the pinch runner. And it's a double for Seifert. The number 9 man has a single, a double, and 3 runs batted in as Stark goes back in front 5-4.
Second base, number 3, Sean Mathewitz.
That ball was well struck, and here is Mathewitz, top of the order. Flown to left, doubled in a run in the second inning and scored. 1 for 2. Fastball over for a strike. Stark leads at 5-4 here. Now we get a timeout called at the plate. Now the set, and here's the 0-1 delivery. That's swung on and hit into the gap for a base hit. Over to cut it off is Mavenkamp. Rounding third is Seifert, and he will score to make it 5-6-4 for Stark. So Mathewitz with his second hit. And that is going to bring a trip to the mound, and it might be the end of the night for Hunter Malachek. And he will leave the game. We have a pitching change here in Dundas. We'll take a break and come back with more right after this on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
PrepSpotlight.tv made history in 2020 by live streaming every game of the Town Ball State Tournament. History is happening again. PrepSpotlight.tv has been great, but it's becoming greater. Introducing NSPN.tv. The Neighborhood Sports Network launches this week with end-to-end coverage of a fantastic Minnesota sports tradition, Town Ball. See every game for a new fan-friendly monthly fee. Join for Town Ball State Tournament games, then stay for the high school and college seasons. NSPN.tv will provide subscribers with an abundant supply of local sports content, featuring live events called by local play-by-play professionals, comprehensive highlights, feature stories, weekly shows, documentaries, and video podcasts. Welcome to the neighborhood. NSPN.tv.
Ben Riley, the new pitcher for Maple Lake. He's 2-0 and 32 and 2/3 innings. His earned run average is 1.38. And he is being called upon here to stop an uprising from the Longhorns. The book so far on Malachek, 2 2/3 innings, 6 runs. And he is responsible for Mathewitz at first base. 8 hits, 3 walks, and no strikeouts, 77 pitches, 51 strikes. And here is Mason Cox. Riley, the tall right-hander, ready to go. Runner goes, and the pitch is in there for a strike. Throw to second base is not in time. The ball gets away anyhow. Not far enough for the runner to advance. A stolen base for Mathewitz. And a strike called to Mason Cox. So Riley now has a runner to deal with in scoring position here with 1 strike to count to Mason Cox. Bottom half of the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. And that breaking ball is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Piers has scored twice in the 5th inning. And they lead Watkins 4-2. Now the set. And the 1-1. That's low. 2-1. So we have blazed through 2 2/3 innings in 1 hour and 3 minutes so far. It's taken a while to get the defenses off the field here. 2 balls and a strike now to Cox. There's the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to right field. Brock Gell's going over for it. He has it measured and he makes the catch. And that will retire the side. And Stark scores 2 more runs here in the 3rd inning. 3 hits, no errors, and they left 1 runner on base. We played 3, and it's 6-4 Longhorns here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
We go to the 4th inning, and it is a 6-4 lead for Stark. They rallied from 3-0 down after 1/2 inning, and now lead it by 2. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Longhorns. 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Lakers. Jeff Pappas with you with a call here. We have one more game for you tonight. Milroy Irish, 29-6, taking on the debutante Webster Sox in our last game of the night. Then we're back here with 3 games tomorrow. 11:30, 2:30, and 5:30. 3 Class B games played here. Now, Maple Lakes' Matt Bergstrom here to lead off the 4th inning. Here is the pitch. Oh, look at the movement on that. That's strike 1. It is just moving all over the place. Selner ready, and here is the 0-1 delivery. There it is again, and it's grounded wide, a 3rd foul. Or strike 2. Stark climbing back into it. 4 runs in the 2nd inning, 2 in the 3rd to chase the starting pitcher. And the pitch. The ball is inside, and it is 1-2. So the line is complete on Malachek now. 2 2/3 innings, 6 earned runs, 8 hits. No strikeouts, 3 walks, 77 pitches, 51 strikes. And the pitch is swung on and it hit a mile but foul down the left field line. And Bergstrom allowed foul strike there, and it remains 1-2. Now, Selner ready, and here is the pitch. Floats one up there, and it sails outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 7-8-9 due up here for Maple Lakes with Gulls. And Orizem do bat here in the 4th. Here's the pitch, and that is a bug blowing in. 3 balls and 2 strikes, so the string is out. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, and that is fouled straight back. And Bergstrom stays alive. 7 pitch appearance so far. Mavenkamp faced 8 pitches in the 1st inning. That's been the most of anybody. And here's the 3-2 again, and that is low. It's in the dirt, and he walks Bergstrom. And that's the 3rd walk for Adam Selner. Now Brock Geltz at the plate. Now ready, and here is the first pitch to him. It's in on his hands, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Logan Orizem moving into the on-deck circle, the first baseman. And Bergstrom gets his lead from first base. Here's the pitch. And that was high. 2 balls and no strikes. Now the 2-0 delivery. Swung on and fouled back. And Gels was on it, but just a hair under it. Selner sets, and here is the pitch. That's inside. It's 3-1, and he's in danger of walking the first 2 here in the Maple Lake 4th inning. Comes set, and the pitch. That's outside, and a 5-pitch walk that time to Gels. And 2 runners on, nobody out here in the 4th, and Orizem, the first baseman, comes up, and we're going to get a discussion here as Dusty Mangum will come out, and they'll have a chat, and they're now going to get some activity in the bullpen. And Justin Coggle from Springfield is warming up now, one of the draftees from Springfield. First and second, nobody out here in the 4th inning. Members of the Milroy Irish walking past their camera here as they get ready to play the last game of the night. First and second, nobody out. Bunt coming, and it's a nice one in front of the plate. And it's going to be 3-4. Both runners moving up. Orizem. The sacrifice. Bergstrom to third. Brock Gels to second base, and here's Phobie. Walked and scored in the first. Lined out to center in the second inning, 0 for 1. The run scored, and Maple Lake starting its third trip through the order here. And the pitch. Strike called. We'll be behind 0-1. Riley Decker sitting on deck. Now they come to the plate. Big swing and a miss. And dropped substantially on his way to the plate. 2 strikes to count now to Luke Phobie. Set and the pitch. That line drive into left center field. That's going to come down. It is going to score Bergstrom, and Gels is being held to third. It's 6-5 for Stark here with still nobody out in their half of the fourth inning. Brock Gels takes third, and now the second trip. No, it's not the second trip. It's going to be an infield conference. Manager stays in the dugout and avoids the mandatory pitching change, but now down the line. A strike called to Riley Decker is down the line. Justin Hoggle warms up. 1 down. And the 0-1 delivery. Swung on and hit high in the air on the infield. And the catch is made by first baseman Supernaut. Decker retired for the second out. Here's Clapp, who has doubled and homered. .65. Stark with the lead here in the fourth inning and 2 out. Here's the pitch. Floats one outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Hunter Malachek, as we mentioned, is the DH designate for this game. So when he left the game as the pitcher, they kept his bat in the lineup. And here's a pitch swung on and hit down the line in left field. That's going to go foul. Clapp with a loud strike there. 1 ball and 1 strike. So we will not see a Maple Lake pitcher batting unless for some reason Malachek should have to leave the game. Time called by the home plate umpire. And this is also the case with Stark, as Selner is listed as the DH in the starting lineup. So if he leaves the mound, his bat would stay in the game as well. And here's a 1-1. Swung on, sawed him off, hit in the air to left field. Cox coming in, and drops for a base hit, and the game is tied. Just a little jam shot, and it winds up falling for a base hit, and Ben Clapp is 3/4 of the way to the cycle. All he needs is the triple. Gels scores, and Phobie takes second base, and we are even at 6 here in the top half of the fourth inning. On the pitch. 1 ball inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Maven Camp on deck. Malachek is 1 for 2. That's a strike called. Two down here in the top of the fourth. And the pitch. Floats one up there, and that is outside. And it's 2-1. There's a 2-1 delivery. Swung on and rolled to the right side. Picked up there by Supernaut. He throws to first, it'll get him! A little slow getting to the bag, and he is... Oh, they called him out! They called him out! at first base, and boy, Stark is going to take that and run. Call by the base umpire is out, and it's just been confirmed. For all the world, I thought Sellner was late getting to the bag. Supernaut started in, and the pitcher made a late break for the bag. And the umpire says, yeah, you got there in time. There was some controversy here in the fourth inning. Maple Lake scores 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 2. We have played 3.5, and it's 6-6 here in the Neighborhood Sports Network.
All season long, you've gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball and our hometowns. And on September 10th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Guardians at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the champions will be honored in a ceremony at Town Ball Tavern, and all Town Ballers will be invited down to the field for a special pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
Field Scallon back, has it measured. That's it! Air Freight Unlimited, your Class A state champions.
For tickets to the Minnesota Twins Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 10th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
There's a bunt, and it's caught on the first pitch of the fourth inning, and Brandon Helgett pops back to Ben Riley. One pitch, one out, and here is Sellner, who for now is still the pitcher for Stark, and now pitch to him is swung on and lifted behind third base. Clapp going back for it over towards the fence, and he'll run out of room for strike 1. Zach Hollow will bat third in this inning as it's the 3-4-5 men to face Ben Riley, the relief pitcher for Maple Lake Lakers. And now here's the 0-1 delivery, and that's up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. I still going back to that play at first base. I had called him safe because it looked to me like there was no way. And now there's a ground ball towards short. Foley picks it up, and he throws over to first base in time to get Sellner. 2 up, 2 down here in the fourth, and here is Zach Hollow, who is 1 for 2, singled and scored in the second inning, and then popped out to short center field his last time up. Riley has come in and set down 3 in a row, and here's a pitch that's down low. 1 ball and no strikes. And now the pitch. And it's a fastball that paints the corner for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. And now the 1-1, that's on the corner. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Riley looks in. Here is the pitch. Just off the plate. 2-2, a good take there by Holla. Klein is again swinging a bat in the on-deck circle, so he is either feeling better or well enough to play again. Left for a courtesy runner earlier, and there's a fastball away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch swung on, broken bat, looper to short, and Phobie calls for it and makes the catch. Holla is retired, and Stark is out in order in the 4th inning. We have played 4, and it's a 6-all tie here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
We go on to the 5th inning here in Dundas, and we have a new pitcher now. Justin Hogue is on for the Stark Longhorns. He is a pickup from Springfield. Tell by his red uniform. And the book on Adam Sellner, 4 innings pitched, 6 runs earned, 6 hits, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, 89 pitches, and 52 strikes. And Hogue will face Mavenkamp for the first batter here. As we play the top of the 5th in a 6-all tie. Left-hander works popped straight up the chute. And Helgett will come in from short. And then he'll give way, and the second baseman Mathewitz will make the catch. On the shortstop side of the bag, Mavenkamp retired for the first out. And here's Ben Gels, the center fielder. Singled in 2 runs and popped out. Justin Hogue ready. See teams using their pickup players here today. And here's the pitch. And it's a strike called. And it's not surprising that the majority of them seem to have been pitchers. Everyone's looking for extra arms in a tournament like this. And now Hogue ready. Here comes the pitch. That is just off the outside edge for a ball 1. So we play the 5th inning in a 6-6 tie. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball over. And a strike called, 1-2. 6 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Maple Lake. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Stark. There's the wind and the work, 1-2. Swung on and rolled to the right side, and that's Serpent on with it, and it's going to get through in the right field. A base hit for Ben Geltz. And he goes towards second base. Here's the throw, and he's safe. He was running all the way. And Klein, a bit slow getting in right field, and we talked about his back issue, and one wonders if it's affecting how he's running. It's a hustle double for Gels. And a 1-out runner in scoring position. He was running all the way. And his back is hurting him like that. That is a significant issue. And here is Bergstrom. Walked and scored and flew to center, so he's 0 for 1. Also second base, and here's the pitch. Straight called.
Now pitching number 9, Justin Hogue.
Justin Hogue for Stark. Comes to the belt. And the pitch. Swung on, and that's hit in the air. Foul down the first base side. 2 strikes to count. As Maple Lake makes a bid to regain the lead here in their half of inning number 5. Here comes the pitch. Foul tip into the glove for strike 3. And Bergstrom asking if that was a strike. I don't think he got the answer he wanted. First strikeout for Hugo, and here is Brock Gels, who's walked twice, scored once, and stolen a base. Now 2 out with a runner at second base. Brock Gels trying to drive in Ben, and the pitch. Swung on and fouled away on the first base side. Logan Orzum is on deck. Maple Lake and Webster will close us out here. As the sun begins to decline in the west, here's the 1-strike delivery. Breaking ball and high. 1-1. Selmer will look in. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and hit long, hard, and extremely foul down the third baseline. You know, there's houses over there. And might be a couple of baseballs sitting in somebody's yard over there. Over the third base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that retires the side as Brockell strikes out. 1 out double by Bengals. Comes to nothing. 1 left. 4.5. And it is 6-6 here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
PrepSpotlight.tv made history in 2020 by live streaming every game of the Town Ball State Tournament. History is happening again. PrepSpotlight.tv has been great, but it's becoming greater. Introducing NSPN.tv. The Neighborhood Sports Network launches this week with end-to-end coverage of a fantastic Minnesota sports tradition, Town Ball. See every game for a new fan-friendly monthly fee. Join for Town Ball State Tournament games, then stay for the high school and college seasons. NSPN.tv will provide subscribers with an abundant supply of local sports content, featuring live events called by local play-by-play professionals, comprehensive highlights, feature stories, weekly shows, documentaries, and video podcasts. Welcome to the Neighborhood, NSPN.tv.
Bottom half of the 5th inning, and Klein will lead off. Let's see if he has any luck with Ben Riley here. He takes a fastball away. 1 ball and no strikes. Singled and doubled in this game. He scored 1 run. His pinch runner, Helget, scored a 2nd time. Now the pitch. Fastball over for a strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1. That is a strike call. The bender over. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nick Labatt on deck. David Supernaut to follow as 6-7-8 come to the plate here in the last of the 5th. There's a breaking ball low and away, and it's 2-2. Now the line. Here's a 2-2 delivery. Fastball swung on and rolled towards short. Colby has it go past him, and it goes into short left center field. That's going to be an error. And Klein reaches for the 3rd straight time. And here's Nick Labatt, the center fielder, is 0 for 2. Flew to center and bounced back to the box his last time up. But a leadoff runner on for the Longhorns here in the 5th inning. Wide open stance for Labatt. And here's the pitch. Swung on, and it's rolled into the hole. Tough play for Phobie. He has it, goes to second, and they got him. Nice play by Phobie to go into the hole to his right, and then flip to Decker to get the force on Klein. And Labatt is now the new base runner at first base, and Supernaut stands in. 0 for 1. Go to first base, and the runner gets back. Supernaut walked and scored in the 2nd inning and popped out to second base in the 3rd. Now Riley looks in, and here is his pitch. Swung on, and that is hit the 3rd base. Clapp juggles it, throws to first, and gets him. They're making it look like an adventure at times, but getting outs as Labatt takes second base with a go-ahead run, and now here is Tim Seifert, the catcher, had to take his shin guards off with 2 outs. He had to put his batting gloves on too. He's a little discombobulated as he comes to the batter's box, but he's 2 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI, so it's working for him. And here's the pitch. Fastball taken low. 1 ball and no strikes. Labatt at second base. And the 1-0. That's low. 2 balls and no strikes. So for all his effort to get ready for this at bat, Seifert has yet to take the bat off his shoulder, and he's ahead 2-0. Here's the pitch. A strike called, and it is 2 balls and a strike. Now, looking in, Riley, here's the pitch, 2-1, and that's in the dirt. And it's 3-1. Now, Riley comes set, and here's the 3-1 delivery, and it is over for a strike. 3-2. So Labatt getting his lead from second base, draws a look there from Riley. And here is the pitch, swung on, check swing, right back to the mound. And picks it up and throws on to first base to retire Seifert on the side here in the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. Through 5, we're tied at 6 here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think Bank. Meet your money.
Such news! It's everything I ever wanted.
We go to the 6th. 6s are wild here in Dundas. Clouds mostly cleared out. We have a nice sunshiny evening here. 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for Maple Lake. 6 runs, 8 hits, and an error for Stark. As Justin Hoggle gets ready to start his 2nd inning of relief, he struck out 2. His 1st inning, and here is Logan Erasm, the first baseman. He is 0 for 1. Sacrifice bunt his last time up. Now, Hoggo works. Swung on and is grounded to short. Helget to his right, picks it up, throws to first, it's high, and the law of gravity intervenes as first baseman comes down on the bag, and Erasm is retired 6-3. And here's Luke Phobie, who is 1 for 2. Singled in a run his last time up in the 4th inning, has also walked and scored. 4 outs recorded here by Hoggo, and there's a breaking ball over for strike 1. Things settling down a little bit after a wild and woolly start to this one. There's the 0-1. Breaking ball low. Evens things up at 1-1. Neither starting pitcher able to pitch past the 4th inning in this game. Now the 1-1. Fastball is off the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Hunter Malachek went 2 2/3 for Maple Lake. And Adam Selman went 4 for Stark. And here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him, and it's 2-2. Now, Hoggo looks in. Here's the wind and the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove, and Phobie is a strikeout victim. That is the third strikeout for Hugo, and here is Riley Decker. Decker is 0 for 3. Struck out, grounded to second base, and popped to first. Now here's the pitch. Strike called on the outside corner. Decker came into this game hitting .374. And so far they've done a nice job shutting him down. This is a lefty-lefty matchup, and the pitch is down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hugo ready. And here he comes, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball away, and Decker chased it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now, Hugo ready, winds and works, and it is a little bit inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes as Decker shows a good eye there. Hugo ready, and here he comes. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. And Hugo has come on and done pretty well for himself here. He struck out 4 in 2 innings, and he sets down Maple Lake in order. 5.5. It's 6-6 here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think Bank. Meet your money.
Such news! It's everything I ever wanted.
Come back for the bottom half of the 6th inning. Top of the order due up for Stark Longhorns. And Sean Mathewitz will lead off. He's 2 for 3. Driven in 2 runs, doubled, singled, and scored. And Ben Riley will face him for the first time. He's finishing his first trip through the order. And he squares the bunt, takes off the plate for ball 1. Play the last half of the 6th. Riley looking in, he winds and delivers, and that is a strike called on the outside corner. It's 1-1. Mason Cox, Brandon Helgett due up for the Longhorns here in the 6th. And the pitch. Swung on and grounded towards the middle, and it is picked up by Decker, but he can't hold it. It'll be an infield hit. As Mathewitz reaches for the 3rd time. They're thinking it over, but there really shouldn't be that much to think over. They finally scored a hit. And here's Cox. The left fielder is 0 for 2 with a walk. As Mathewitz gets his lead from first base. Infield single to start things off. And here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's hit towards the gap in right center, tailing away from Ben Geltz. Gets past him, and it's going to go to the wall. Rounding third, Mathewitz is being waved home, and there will be no throw. An RBI double for Cox, and it's 7-6 Stark here in the bottom of the 6th. Well hit ball, and it had to spin on it. It was tailing away from the center fielder. Ben Geltz was running after it. Now here's Helgett, the shortstop, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. Takes strike 1. Showing bunt. The stage now, after all the free scoring, where 1 or 2 runs might be enough, and we'll see, as well as Hugo's been pitching. And there's a bunt down the third base side. That's going to get foul. 2 strikes to count, so they did mean it there. slightly different context. Don Drysdale fond of saying the second one shows you meant the first one. He was talking about knockdown pitches. That's a little different. 2 strikes to count to Helget. And he squares again with 2 strikes. A 2-strike bunt. Nice play. And he's going to first. It's off the glove of Orazim. And coming around to score is Cox. And it is 8-6. Sacrifice for Helget. And an error there, which I'm charging to Orazim. That went off his glove. Officially, we'll see who they would score it against, but I believe it's against the pitcher as Cox comes in to score. And he reaches, it's 8-6 now in the 6th inning. Throw over to first base, and the runner gets back. And Selner is the batter. Started as the pitcher, now the DH. He is 1 for 3 with an RBI. And the pitch. Swung on, and that's lifted down the third base side. Long run for Mavenkamp, and he goes over for a look, and he'll run out of room. Strike one, and they have the kids making money, chasing down foul balls here. $1 a foul ball. Starting your college fund. No balls and a strike. And the pitch. Swung on and slapped towards short. Phobie has it. He's in the hole. Goes to Decker at second base, and he got him. Close play, but the force is recorded, and Helget is forced at second base, 6-4. And here is Zach Holla, third baseman, who is 1 for 3 with a run scored. And the first out recorded here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. The pitch. And that is grounded down the line, a fair ball. Headed towards the corner. Mavenkamp over to play it, rounding second, Selner. And he will stop at third. It is a double for Holla. And Stark continuing to make noise here in their half of the 6th. The double down the line for Zach Holla. And here is Klein. 2 for 3, reached on an error last time up. Now, Riley in a jam here. Infield up at all 4 stations. And here's the pitch. Strike called. Fastball on the corner. Labatt on deck. As Stark holding the dagger in their hands here, leading by 2 in the bottom of the 6th. And here is the pitch. That is in the dirt, and a nice block by Bergstrom. 1 ball and 1 strike. The sun's starting to set through some haze here along the right field line. Here's the 1-1. Right through there with a fastball, 1-2. Milroy and Webster will finish us off after this game is over. 4 games here. 3 more tomorrow in Dundas. And here is Ben Riley working, and there's a breaking pitch that just missed, and I'm pretty sure he wanted that call. He looked in and did not get it. 2-2. Now here is Riley. Now time called at the plate, and Riley working from a windup. Now the 2-2 coming up, and here is the pitch. Swung on and sliced foul on the first base side. Will get out of play. Riley had thrown 27 pitches in 2 1/3 innings of work coming into this game, into this inning, I should say. Now ready, here's the wind of the 2-2. Swung on, and that's fouled back. He spoiled a pretty good fastball there and popped it back to the screen. Now 2-2 ready. And taking his time, Riley now winds and works. Swung on and hit in the air to right center field. Long run for Ben Geltz. Comes over for it. Now he's called off by Brock Geltz. Makes the catch, a throw to the plate, and he is out at the plate. 9-2 the play as Sellner is thrown out at the plate to end the sixth inning. It is a double play as Sellner is thrown out 9-2 to end the inning. Stark, though, scores 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and they left 1. They have played 6, and it's 8-6 Longhorns here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
We move on to the 7th inning. Here in Dundas, both runs in that inning for Stark are earned, despite the error. And now it is Justin Huggo starting his 3rd inning of work. And the pickup from Springfield has struck out 4. And a tough batter to face to start here in the top of the 7th inning. Ben Clapp, who is 3 for 3, makes a strike. He needs the triple for a cycle in this game. He's single, double, and homered. Safe to say that's the tough one. Here is the 0-1 delivery. Swung on and rolled towards second base. Mathewitz to his left has it, and they'll retire Clapp for the first time tonight, 4-3. 1 gone in the 7th, and here is Malachek. The designated hitter is 1 for 3 in this game with a run scored. And a stolen base, also the starting pitcher for the Lakers. 9-2 the scoring on the double play to end the inning, and Brock Geltz threw a strike to Bergstrom. Pitch off the plate. 2-0. And now the pitch. There's a strike called. 2 balls and a strike to Malachek. And Huggo with 4 strikeouts already, working quickly. And the pitch to him. Swung on, and that is lifted into short left field. Long run for Cox. Shortstop out, and Helget is able to make the catch. Boy, that's a nice play over the shoulder by Helget. Thought that was Cox's ball to get, but the shortstop took it away from him, and Malachek is retired for the second out. And here is Mavenkamp. The left fielder's 0 for 3. Struck out, bounced to short, and popped out to second base his last time up. 8-6 Stark. And Maple Lake got up to a 3-0 lead in the first inning, and since then has found going substantially more difficult as the first pitch to Mavenkamp is out of the zone for ball 1. 1-0. Strike called. Fastball catches the inside corner. Ben Geltz waiting on deck for Maple Lake. Here's the line and the pitch. Swung on and hit high in the air to center field. Labatt now Helget over, shortstop at Helget. Labatt, the center fielder, will make the catch right at his shoe tops. Boy, that is living life dangerously, but it works. And Maple Lake is retired in order in the 7th inning. And Huggo is set down 8 in a row. Stretch time. Here's Harry Carey. All right, get ready for the bottom of the 7th inning as Ben Riley takes his warm-up tosses. He came on in the bottom of the 3rd inning and allowed 2 runs here in the 6th. And the marks against his copybook. And now here is Nick Labatt, the center fielder, is 0 for 3. Reached on a fielder's choice last time up, let his jersey come untucked, and he's the long tails at the plate. And here's the pitch to him, and it is off the plate for ball 1. 7, 8, 9 due up here in the 7th inning for Stark. And that is Labatt, Supernaut, and Seifert. Here's the 1-0. A bit low. 2 balls and no strikes. 8 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for Stark. 6, 7, and 2 for Maple Lake. And the pitch is swung on and hit hard and foul down the left field line. Labatt turned that one around, but never a chance of staying fair. Now Riley winds and works, and that is hit to center field, much straighter. Ben Geltz going back, and it is off the wall. And Labatt around second base, and he will make second standing. The leadoff double here in the 7th inning. They made great contact last time, better contact this time as they kept it fair. And here's Supernaut. First baseman is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored, and he's going to get some verbal direction here from Dusty Mangan and head back to the batter's box. Bunt is in order here, and the defense is in at the corners for Maple Lake. Here's a pitch. Bunt shown and offered. Strike 1. Tim Seifert is on deck. Now the 0-1 squares the bunt, puts it down foul. And it's no balls and 2 strikes now to the Stark Longhorns first baseman. Riley with a long look in for the sign from Bergstrom. Here's the 0-2. Off the plate. And it is 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Maple Lake pitching has not struck out a Stark batter today. 1 ball and 2 strikes, trying for a first. And it's sliced foul on the first base side. They have walked 3, but they have not struck out a batter. Now Riley looks in for the sign. Here comes his 1-2. Off the plate, and a good take there by Supernaut. 2 balls and 2 strikes. See, he wanted to, and then decided the last minute, and that was not for him. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a pitch. Swung on and swacked towards short. Cut off by Clapp. The throw to first. Head first dive and got him. And taking third base is Labatt, but Supernaut laying out and might have knocked the wind out of himself sliding over the bag, but he is retired 5-3. Clapp cut off Phobie, who would have had to make the play from the hole, and it would have been more difficult for him. And here's Seifert, the catcher. 2 for 3. Runner at first, or third rather, one out in the pitch. Strike called. And again, infield up now at all 4 stations. Stark with a insurance run sitting at third base that they would love to drive in. Riley works 0-1. That's in the dirt, and a stop by Bergstrom there. That evens the count at a ball and a strike. Riley looking in. From the belt, 1-1. And that is off the plate with a fastball, 2-1. Now Seifert, who's got 2 hits today, has a hitter's count. First base is open. He can be choosy. His team is ahead. 8-6 here in the 7th inning. In the pitch, he swings and taps one foul at the plate. Hit himself in the foot in the process. No lasting damage done. His count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Riley comes set. Here's a 2-2, and was that a good take? Wow. And the Maple Lake fans letting the home plate umpire hear about it, but Seifert looked at it. It was off the plate, and the count is full. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Struck him out looking, and Seifert was on his way to first, and this time it cost him. First strikeout for a Maple Lake pitcher today, and Riley has got 2 out in the infield. Now can go back to its regular positions. They had third base. 1 out, not a pitch. Breaking ball misses off the outer edge of the plate. Ball 1 to Mathewitz, who is 3 for 4. He's had himself a nice night. Scored 2 runs, driven in 2 singles and a double. And he hits one high in the air to right field. Brock. Bell's coming in, and he makes the catch. And that retires Mathewitz, and the side for Stark here in the 7th inning. They get a hit and leave a runner. We have played 7 innings, and it's 8-6 Stark here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think Bank. Meet your money.
We go to the 8th. And Maple Lake now needing 2 runs. They trail at 8-6, and Justin Hago has proved vexatingly difficult to hit. He has allowed 1 hit in 3 innings of work. Struck out 4 and set down 8 in a row. And here's Ben Goltz, the center fielder. 2 for 3, driven in 2 runs, and has singled and doubled. But now they're running out of outs, and here is the pitch on the way. Fastball is tapped foul down the first baseline. For strike 1, Geltz, Bergstrom, and Brock Geltz are due up here in the 8th inning. 6, 7, 8 batters for Maple Lake. And the pitch. Swung on, and a tapper to the mound, and a barehanded play, and Hago can't make it. He thought he could make that play with an easy pickup, and he dropped the ball. And that's an error. And Ben Geltz aboard here.
Bergstrom.
And that brings up Matt Bergstrom. Represents the tying run. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball is a little bit high. 1 ball and no strikes. Now the pitch. Fastball is a little bit low. And it's now 2 balls and no strikes. 31 pitches and 3 innings of work for Preston Hogue. So he's done a nice job with economizing in that department. Now he's behind 2-0 though. And the pitch. That's up high and it's 3-0. Now, I'll go from the belt, 3-0, and the fastball is over. 3 balls and a strike. Now left-hander ready, and here is his 3-1, and that's hit hard to left field. Cox over, and he has to play it on a hop. Oh, no, he made the catch. I'm sorry, that was in a shade field, and he drove the runner back to first base. Gels, that's a hard line drive, but Cox was able to get to it. And that's the first out. Here in the top of the 8th inning as Bergstrom gave it a ride, and now here is Brock Gels, who is 0 for 1. He's walked twice and scored a run. 8-6. And the pitch. Fastball is a strike called. Now, Hoggle ready. Here comes the 1-0. There's a breaking ball over, and it's 0-2. The pitch, fastball up. 1 ball and 2 strikes, number 9 man in the order. Razum is on deck or due to hit. One-two pitch coming. Swung on and hit high in the air behind short. Helget making the call, drifting towards the line, and he makes the catch. And that's the second out. 2 down. And there's Logan Razum, who is 0 for 2. Stark going to close in here to get off the field in the 8th inning and set themselves up for the 9th. The pitch swung on and hit in the air to center field on a line. Labatt started, now goes back, and it is a leaping catch by Labatt in center field. As easy as you please from someone that was about to have the ball sail over his head. And Maple Lake is out of the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left, 7.5. It is 8-6 Stark.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
Stark Longhorns. Left fielder number 13,
And here is Mason Cox to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. And the pitch. A fastball is on the corner for strike one. Looking ahead to the top of the 9th for Maple Lake. They have the top of the order coming up, so no better opportunity than that. And here's the pitch. Breaking ball is on the corner to Mason Cox for strike two. He is 1 for 3 of the double. Drove in a run and scored. And now the pitch. Taken a little bit low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lineups for the last game are in. Milroy and the Webster Sox. We'll have that for you. Scheduled to start at 7:30. Here's the pitch swung on, and that is poked towards center field, and it's going to drop for a base hit. Mason Cox starts off the bottom of the 8th inning with his second hit of the night. And now we got a trip to the mound. We may see a pitching change as Cox leads off with a single. In fact, we will. We'll take a break for a pitching change. 8-6, Stark. We'll take a break here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
PrepSpotlight.tv made history in 2020 by live streaming every game of the Town Ball State Tournament. History is happening again. PrepSpotlight.tv has been great, but it's becoming greater. Introducing NSPN.tv. The Neighborhood Sports Network launches this week with end-to-end coverage of a fantastic Minnesota sports tradition, Town Ball. See every game for a new fan-friendly monthly fee. Join for Town Ball State Tournament games, then stay for the high school and college seasons. NSPN.tv will provide subscribers with an abundant supply of local sports content, featuring live events called by local play-by-play professionals, comprehensive highlights, featured stories, weekly shows, documentaries, and video podcasts. Welcome to the neighborhood. NSPN.tv.
Back in the bottom of the 8th inning, Maple Lake with its third pitcher. And it's Alex Winslow, number 5, left-hander. So Ben Riley leaves after pitching 4 1/3 innings of relief.
Shortstop number 5, Brandon Helgen.
Struck out 1 and walked no one. 67 pitches and 43 strikes. And here is Helget. Unfortunately for Riley, he's pitched well, but he's the pitcher of record for Maple Lake now. Sun making a late break through the clouds here. Lefty against lefty in at third base, and the pitch. The runner goes to second base. A good throw would get him, and it bounces in. And Cox is able to beat it for a stolen base. Helga took the pitch for ball 1. Insurance in scoring position here for Stark. Now, pitcher set, bunt shown, and it's taken outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Alex Winslow, where's number 5? Left-handed pitcher, now behind 2-0 to Helget. And here's the pitch, shows bunt again, and it gets back to the screen. And it'll be a wild pitch, and Cox goes to third base, and now there's no need for a sacrifice. It's 3 balls and no strikes as the runner reaches third base, and that is going to bring the infield in. It's 3 balls and no strikes. This runner is the responsibility of Ben Riley. Infield in at all 4 positions, and here's the 3-0 pitch. It is over for a strike. You got to get this guy before you can think about doing anything about setting up a double play. 3 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss at a big sweeping breaking ball. Goes out of the zone, and it's 3-2. Now, Winslow looks in. Here's the 3-2 delivery. Fastball, swing and a miss, and they're going to have to throw him out. And they do. 2-3. And Helgett is retired. Cox holds third base. First out of the inning, first strikeout for Winslow. And here is Adam Selner, the starting pitcher for Stark, and he is also not the pitcher of record at the first 4 innings. And here is the pitch. Breaking ball is in, and a nice stop there by Bergstrom. 1 ball and no strikes. Watkins has come back, and they lead Piers now 6-5 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss by Selner as he took a home run cut and missed the ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Zach Holla is on deck. Cox at third base, 1 out, and a 1-1 pitch in the dirt, and he makes Bergstrom block it again, and he does nicely. 2-1. As I mentioned, top of the order is due up in the 9th inning for Maple Lake. They took a 3-0 lead in the first inning of this game. Here's a 2-1. Late, and he swings and lines one down the third baseline. Waited on the fastball, and he wound up poking it foul down the third base line. And now Selner will go back, have a word the bench with Holla, and now we'll step in, facing a 2-ball, 2-strike count. And the pitch in the dirt, and the string is out now. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Selner as Winslow tried to get him to bite it. The pitch in the dirt. Now Winslow ready, comes to the belt. And here's 3-2. Fastball, it's low, and he walked him. So now runners at the corners with 1 out for Zach Holla, and it could be, of course, it does put a double play in order, but we'll see if Holla has got a play on here. Infield will remain in. There's a contact play on, then Bergstrom will be called upon at the plate. Now Winslow comes set, and here's the pitch. Swung on and tapped foul at the plate for strike 1. And Dylan Klein is on deck. Single and a double, and 2 runs scored for him this afternoon. Alex Winslow looks in. No balls and a strike. Here's a pitch. Breaking ball, runner goes for second base, and they ignore him as Selner will get a trotting stolen base. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now runners at second and third with 1 out, and we're going to get a timeout and a discussion here. And I could see a walk here to Holla, but you'd be loading the bases for Klein, although Klein has looked like he's been hobbled from that injury that he sustained while scoring a run earlier in the game. So if you can get him to hit one on the ground, you might get out of the inning with a double play, and we'll see if that's the case. It's a ball and a strike now to Holla with runners at second and third and 1 out. Umpire's going to come out and speed things up. ball and 1 strike, and it looks as though they're going to pitch to him. Infield up. And the 1-1 to Zach Holla is on the way. Breaking ball is over for strike 2. Well, they may have their cake and eat it too if they can strike out Holla, but then that would still leave them with Klein to deal with. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Winslow twisted off a nice breaking ball there, and he gets Zach Holla for the second out. His second strikeout, both by strikeout. And now here's Dylan Klein, who is 2 for 4. Single and doubled his first 2 times up, and a little poke to the outfield would do wonders for Stark, and he swings and misses at a breaking pitch down low. For strike 1 is Nick Labatt moves on deck. There's the 0-1. That's in the dirt. And it evens the count. Well, our last game was supposed to start at 7:30. I don't think that's going to happen. We run 15, 20 minutes behind here as a first game ran long a little bit. 9-inning shootout there. And here's the 1-1 pitch. That's low and in. 2-1. And then, of course, Old Spring scored 20 runs in the second game, and that takes a while. Now it's 2 balls and a strike to Dylan Klein. Cox, the runner, at third, Sellner at second. And the pitch. Breaking ball is over, and it's 2-2. Alex Winslow ready. And Klein. 2-2 pitch coming. Swung on and tapped foul at the plate. And that will keep the count at 2-2. Alex Winslow looks in. Klein waggles the bat. Now comes still. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, and it's hit slowly towards third base. Clapp waited for it in between hops, and he throws across, and he gets him. Good play by Clapp, and he waited for the ball to come to him and had enough to get him out at first base. And a nice piece of pitching by Winslow there. 1 hit and 2 left. We go to the top of the 9th inning, and it is 8-6 for Stark here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
All season long, you've gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball and our hometowns. And on September 10th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Guardians at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the champions will be honored in a ceremony at Town Ball Tavern, and all Town Ballers will be invited down to the field for a special pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
Field Scallon back, has it measured. That's it! Air Freight Unlimited, your Class A state champions.
For tickets to the Minnesota Twins Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 10th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
We go to the 9th, and it's 8-6 Stark. Dustin Haugo has needed only 43 pitches to pitch 4 innings. And he is the pitcher of record as we start the 9th inning, top of the order, and Luke Phobie takes strike 1. Phobie singled in the 4th inning, walked and scored in the first, lined out and struck out. He is 1 for 3. And the pitch. It's a little bit low. 1-1. Decker and Clapp will bat here in the Maple Lake 9th inning as they try to come up with 3 runs like they did in the first inning. Here's the pitch. And that's a breaking ball down low. 2 balls and a strike. Hago has 4 strikeouts, no walks. He made an error that snapped his retired batter's string in the 8th inning. 2-1. Swung on, and that is hit foul on the first base side. It'll get out of play. And it's 2-2. Maple Lake took a 3-0 lead in the first. Stark came back with 4 in the second. Here's the pitch. And that is a fastball up, and it's 3-2. And Maple Lake tied it in a homer by Clapp. Stark went ahead with 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth for Maple Lake to retie it, and then 2 in the bottom of the 6th by Stark to give them the lead they now enjoy. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded back with it on. A backhanded stab at it. Diving play by Helget. Spins and throws and doesn't get him. Boy, just about everybody in the infield had a poke at that. And Phobie reaches with an infield single to lead off the 9th inning. It's just a second hit off of Hago in 4+ innings of work, and now Riley Decker comes to the plate. And we do have a pinch hitter here for Decker. Grant Mergen, number 15, left-handed batter. So he stays with a lefty-lefty matchup with the pinch hitter. And now the pitch from Hago. A breaking ball is over for a strike. 0-1. Clapp waiting on deck, and a dangerous man. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he threw a breaking ball out of the zone. And Mergen swung at it. 2 strikes to count. Hago ready, and here comes the pitch. Strike 3 called. A fastball on the corner. 5th strikeout for Hago, and that will bring up Clapp as the tying run. Malachek will hit into the on-deck circle as the tying run, Ben Clapp, to the plate. Here's the pitch. Fastball is off the plate. Now, Hago ready. And here comes the pitch. Breaking ball is over for a strike. Watkins leads Piers 6-5 in the 9th inning. The Lakers batting, and that's over. Watkins has defeated Piers by 6-5. 1 ball and 1 strike, and the pitch. Fastball, and he challenged Clapp, and he swung through it. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the heavy-hitting third baseman for Maple Lake. Now Hago ready. Comes set, and the 1-2 in the dirt, and Seifert blocks it, and it's 2-2. And now the pitch. Swung on and hit high in the air on the right side. And that is going to get out of play. There's a pitch swung on and hit high in the air to left. Well hit and off the fence. Stopping at third base is Phobie. It's a double, and the tying run is at second base. The go-ahead run is Hunter Malachek, and he comes to the plate. Missed a home run by about 10 feet. Now we're going to get a visit to the mound here, and we'll see if they will stay with Justin Hago, who has sailed through 4 innings to this point. But a double for Clapp, his second of the game, to go with a home run. Got 9 total bases in this game. The meeting breaks up. Runners at second and third, 1 out. And they will play the infield back and concede a run for an out. If that's what it comes to. They would prefer not to have to, of course, but Malachek can tie the game with a hit to the outfield. Phobie at third, Clapp at second. I'll go ready, and here's the pitch. Breaking ball is over for a strike. Mavenkamp on deck now for Maple Lake. Will the Lake Show become the Late Show? And now the 0-1 delivery. Breaking ball catches the corner, and he's got Malachek in a 2-strike hole. Justin Hago really bending his back there and putting one over. He now has the cleanup hitter down 2 strikes. And the 0-2 coming. Fastball a little bit low, and he tried to get Malachek to bite, and he would not hear of it. 1 ball and 2 strikes here in the 9th inning. 8-6. Stark on top. Now Hago to the belt, and he delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He's saying he foul tipped it. The umpire at the plate is saying no, he didn't, and it is a strikeout. Malachek said he thought he got a piece of it, but he goes down on strikes. 6th strikeout for Hago, and here is Mavenkamp. Struck out in the first, grounded to short, popped to second, flew to center. He's 0 for 4. But all will be forgiven with a base hit. Hago ready, and here's the pitch. Check swing cost him, strike 1. Eight to 6, 2 runners on board here for Maple Lake. The tying run in scoring position with 2 out in the 9th. And the pitch. Breaking pitch is taken off the plate, 1-1. Van Geltz is on deck for Maple Lake. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and hit high and deep to left center field. Going back on it is Labatt, and it is off the fence. The game is tied. It's a 2-run double by Mavenkamp with 2 out in the 9th inning, and the game is tied 8-8. Phobie and Clapp scoring. And we are even at 8-8. Van Geltz now will step in. Now the pitch. Strike called. Wilson today has 2 hits and been involved in both errors for Stark in this game, a throwing error in right field and an error on a comebacker to the mound. Now a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Go-ahead run at second base. Bottom of the 9th for Stark. The bottom 3rd will come up. So that gets Ben Riley off the hook. And here's the pitch. Swung on, and that is lifted foul on the third base side to get out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Mavenkamp man of the moment for the Lake Show. 1-2, and the pitch on the way. Swung on, and that is hit in the air to left field. Cox going over for it. It's drifting, and he's got it just shy of the track, and Ben Gelf flies out, and that ends the inning, but not before. 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors and 1 left to go to the bottom of the 9th. We are tied at 8 here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
Bottom of the 9th here in Dundas at Memorial Park. A wildly entertaining ball game. Maple Lake, 8 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. Stark, 8 runs, 13 hits, and 2 errors. Winner of this game will move on to play the Bemidji Blue Ox a week from tomorrow at 11 o'clock in Faribault, and it's the 7, 8, and 9 coming up for Stark. And here is Nick Labatt, who is 1 for 4. Last time up, he doubled to center field and was left stranded at third base. And now the pitch. Up and away, 1 ball and no strikes. And how big do those 2 runners in scoring position in the 8th inning look for Stark that are left on base? Now the 1-0 delivery. Fastball is up. 2 balls and no strikes. Alex Winslow, 22 pitches in 2/3 of an inning of relief. And got out of a jam that kept his team in the ballgame. He's now the pitcher of record, and here's the pitch. Swung on and slapped him towards the hole. Picked up there by Clapp at third base. Throws across and gets his man for the first out. 1 gone here in the 9th inning, and here's Supernaut, the first baseman, who is 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. The possibility of bonus baseball looms large here. And now the pitch. Fastball is right through there for a strike. Supernaut takes it, 0-1. And Tim Seifert is on deck, the catcher. And the pitch. Swung on and sliced foul on the first base side. Will get out of play. And Supernaut now down 2 strikes. As Alex Winslow has come in and pitched very well. On the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Supernaut doesn't bite. 1-2. Now the wind and the 1-2. Breaking ball low and in. 2-2. These are good takes by Supernaut. Not just because he's getting the calls, but it's easy to fish on those. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That is in the dirt, and he has come back to work the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now here's the windup and the delivery, and it is taken outside, and it's ball 4, and Supernaut walks after falling behind 0-2. And here is Seifert. Single, doubled, scored a run. Grounded out and struck out, 2 for 4. But Supernaut is at first base, and ordinarily you think a bunt might be in order here because Mathewitz is on deck, and he's done everything to cure the common cold in this game. Here's the pitch, and they pitch to him, and it's ball 1 up to the catcher. Winslow to the belt. And the 1-0. Seifert takes. And it's up. 2 balls and no strikes. And this is the wrong time for Winslow to lose his rhythm as he looks in now. He's missed 6 in a row out of the zone. The pitch to Seifert, he's taking all the way, and it is off the plate. It's 3-0. So 7 straight by Winslow. And the pitch. Taking, and it's a 4-pitch walk. Winning run moves to second base. And we're going to get a conference here. We'll have a chat with Winslow. And they will take the ball. We got a pitching change here. So we'll take a break and come back with more from Dundas. An 8-8 tie right after this.
PrepSpotlight.tv made history in 2020 by live streaming every game of the Town Ball State Tournament. History is happening again. PrepSpotlight.tv has been great, but it's becoming greater. Introducing NSPN.tv. The Neighborhood Sports Network launches this week with end-to-end coverage of a fantastic Minnesota sports tradition, Town Ball. See every game for a new fan-friendly monthly fee. Join for Town Ball State Tournament games, then stay for the high school and college seasons. NSPN.tv will provide subscribers with an abundant supply of local sports content, featuring live events called by local play-by-play professionals, comprehensive highlights, featured stories, weekly shows, documentaries, and video podcasts. Welcome to the neighborhood, NSPN.tv.
Jordan Flick is the new pitcher for Maple Lake. He is one of the draftees from the DC Saints, and his welcome to the ball club is get us out of this mess, as a tall right-hander will face Mathewitz. Stark has runners at first and second base and 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. I expect we're going to be at least half an hour behind for our next game, provided this game ends in 9 innings. If it doesn't, your guess is as good as mine. 8 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors for Stark. 8 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for Maple Lake. Jeff Papaswilly with a call here from Memorial Park in Dundas. And Jordan Flick will look in. Winning run at second base. Here's the pitch. That is up with a fastball, and ball 1 and no strikes. Mathewitz 3 hits. 2 singles, a double, scored twice, driven in 2, and stolen a base today, so he's had a day for himself. Now time called at the plate. Two runners on, and 1 out. The winning run is Supernaut at second base. Here's the pitch. Taken for a strike. 1-1. And the pace of play slowing substantially here. As Flick looks in for the sign and comes set. Here's the pitch. Curveball over, and Mathewitz takes it for strike 2. So the draftee pitchers playing a big role for both of these teams. Now time called at the plate by Mathewitz. Alex Winslow still the pitcher of record for Maple Lake. Now here's the set. And the 1-2 delivery swung on and tapped foul on the third base side, and that will keep the count of the ball in 2 strikes. Mason Cox is waiting on deck. It has been a good one here. Back and forth. Now Flick comes set, and here is the 1-2 delivery. Look, oh, he took a breaking pitch that just missed the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's an interesting turn of developments here as Mathewitz now the little better count here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Flick comes set, and here is the pitch. Taken and just outside, and it is 3-2. Jordan Flick trying to get his adopted team out of the jam here in the bottom of the 9th. Our first game went to the bottom of the 9th, and Avon won it 4-3. Got a walk-off, and now Stark trying to do the same here. 3-2. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. And first base is occupied, so Mathewitz cannot attempt to advance. First strikeout for Flick, and that's going to leave it up to Cox here with 2 out and 2 on in the bottom of the 9th. Cox has doubled and singled in his last 2 trips. He was 0 for 2 with a walk prior to that. There's the 3-2. That was 3-2. And they had the scoreboard count wrong, and it was a walk. My error, excuse me. And that will load the bases. Now it's Mason Cox. So Flick winds up walking Mathewitz. And now we're going to get a timeout here in a discussion that's going to bring more than likely the outfield in as well. Some teams will play 5 infielders in a situation like that. Well, very rarely seen, but it's been known to happen. Everybody talking here. Base runners are over to talk with the coach, and really, the only thing that matters is everybody needs to touch the next base from their point of view. And we'll see how they opt to play this. And they are going to go with 5 infielders. How do you like that? So they go to 5, and here is Cox with 2 out and the bases loaded. 1 out, and the bases loaded. And Flick looks in. And here's the pitch. Swung on, a little tapper to the right side. Pitcher makes the play, goes to the plate, and he's safe. He was off the plate. They don't get the force play. An acrobatic play by the pitcher. Jordan Flick threw to the plate, and the catcher, Bergstrom, was not on the dish. And the game is over. I don't think I've ever seen a game end like that. Game is over. 9-8 the final score. What a contest. Mason Cox reaches on a fielder's choice. They gave him a base hit on that, as it turned out. So I'd have given him a fielder's choice, but it doesn't matter. Supernaut scores the winning run. And this game has come to an end. Final totals for Stark: 9 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors. They leave 13 runners on base. Maple Lake, 8 runs, 10 hits, and 2 errors. They leave 7 on base. The winning pitcher is Justin Halgo. Came on and worked the last 5 innings. He allowed 2 runs earned and 4 hits. No walks, 6 strikeouts, and threw 70 pitches in relief. An outstanding effort for him, the draftee. The losing pitcher is Alex Winslow. Unfortunately for him, he pitched an inning in the third, allowed 1 earned run, walked 3, and struck out 2. And Jordan Flick came on, faced 2 batters, did not retire either. He allowed a hit and a walk, and did not allow a run on 10 pitches or strike out anyone for that matter. Going to do some addition here. Time of our game is 2 hours and 44 minutes. And it's over. 9-8 the final score. Terrific finish, and Stark moves on. They will take on the Bemidji Blue Ox next week. Jeff Papas saying so long and thank you for watching. We'll see you for one more coming up. It's the Webster Blue Sox taking on the Milroy Irish next here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Baseball. It's America's pastime and Minnesota's passion. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association, brings you coverage of the 2022 State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Coverage of this great Minnesota tradition is proudly brought to you by The Urgency Room, fast, flexible care. McDonald's, owners and operators of Minnesota and Western Wisconsin. Find your golden opportunity at mcdonalds.com/careers. Xfinity, a better way to watch. Think Bank, meet your money. The Star Tribune, your home for the best prep coverage. And by the Minnesota Twins. Get tickets for Town Ball Night at Target Field on September 10th. Live coverage throughout the Town Ball tourney can be seen right here on the Neighborhood Sports Network. That's NSPN.TV. Welcome to the neighborhood. Now, let's get out to the